Hoppers transport items into chests. This is used in storage systems and automatic sorting systems. But each hopper causes a good amount of lag. So generally, you try and reduce the amount of hoppers you have. So I'm going to talk about some ways to do that. So first, you'd start off with what kind of user interface you want. This is a chest wall. You got one slice for each item you want to sort, and an item sorter in the back. We're going to go over here. This is a chest hall. You tile a lot of slices of these, and this one has 10 different item filters. And so as you tile along a wall, you get 10 different items every slice. So it's a nice compact way of storing a lot of items decently accessible with sorters. But the question is, how to use less hoppers? Items, pretty easy to transport. There's multiple ways: water streams, dropper lines, or even really hopper lines as well. But hoppers and chests, on the other hand, can't really move. Can't push them, can't do much. There's hopper minecarts, but still, hopper minecarts can only pull in items. They can't push items into a chest. Oops. Only hoppers can push items into chests. So you need one hopper behind every chest, or connected to. Could be on top as well. And you also need an extra hopper for the item filter. Any other hoppers transporting items probably can be changed into water streams. And so with chest halls like these, that's why there's water stream here, 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 these dark blue blocks. It would be the water streams. So if you wanted to make your own chest hall, just as an example to go through some of my points here, you would start with your user interface. Maybe you have these 10 chests here that you want. So you'd stand in the middle and you'd be able to reach all these different chests. You can open them without really having to move much, just a little bit. So let's say you're a beginner and all you knew was a simple item sorter like this, the 3 signal strength item sorter. So you'd probably connect it up to one chest and be like, okay, that's about as good as there. Connect it up to this chest and that's kind of connected. But now how do you get like this chest or these chests hooked up? You don't really know. You can't really fit this down here. It doesn't like fit there. So you could add like a long hopper line and then put it over here. And you could add another long hopper line and put it over here, I guess. I don't know. No, it's not a great idea, but it might be your first thought. Or up here, you could add a hopper line and put that top one up here. Okay, but that's a lot of hoppers. Look at all those hoppers. Way too many. So the first question we have is how to use less hoppers. Well, first, you could just not use hoppers. Like, just don't. But we're going to actually give you some real answers. I've been on the Storage Tech Discord server, lurking in help conversations and actively making my own things for about 3 years now. So I think I have some input I can give. 1, make it a little better. Replace some hoppers with droppers. Well, you can start by doing this. Each hopper can push and pull items. This hopper can pull items in and push items out. And this hopper can push items into something here and pull items out of a container up here. So this middle hopper here isn't useful. you can make that like a dropper or something, or a barrel if you like barrels, but I like droppers. So you can also do that here and here. This hopper you still need because that's what's locked by the filter. Cool, just got rid of 3 hoppers. So you can also do that here. 4 hoppers gone. And I'd assume you do the same on the other side. But now what do you do with this? 2, you can just use something else. There's other ways to transport items than just hoppers. So what if instead of these bottom hopper lines, you did maybe a water stream? So you have your item filter kind of isolated here, the dropper, and a dropper pointing down into powdered snow is actually reliable to keep the items in that same slice. They will not go to a neighboring slice. And so you actually could tile this right next to each other, and it would go into this chest. And you could put another one here, and it would go into this chest. But this isn't recommended, because if this chest is full, this hopper's full, then items will just sit here and despawn. With filters like this, if this is all full, filter will fill up and items will pass through, and you can collect them in like unsorted, like the overflow somewhere. So this items will despawn. So cool trick, but not the most useful here. So what was the other thing I mentioned? Dropper lines or elevators. And this is an example from by Kikuji from the Storage Tech Discord. He had 2 droppers here to lower down the hopper line to this level. So then you can put the filter lower. And then droppers will go over here and raise up the items into the chest. Not a bad solution. Less hoppers. Works. But now, what if there's another option? What if you thought outside the box? Well, the TIS server created this 10 chest hall layout, and they only use like 3 hoppers here, 2 hoppers, 2 hoppers, 2 hoppers, 2 hoppers. That's really low count. How'd they do it? Well, they didn't use a simple item filter. They changed it up. They realized that having the chest down here was the issue. You wanted the chest like way up here, so just move the chest and create a new item filter. So that's what they did. This is the unique item filter. This is the standard item filter, actually. There's one of them there, kind of with the repeater though. This one is kind of different, and these 2 are different. They thought outside the box and made a very, very well done design.